food at the store. And I bought some eggs, and I realized on the egg carton it says the same thing as my passport. Just the description of me, extra large white. You know,
or give it
you know
to me.
something a lot crazier than that is I found out my friend worked for the cartel. No joke, delivering cocaine like across the eastern edge, and I could not believe it. Right? I was like horrified that this whole time my best friend was delivering like up to a whole kilogram of cocaine before he got caught. Right? And a whole kilo, right? And I could not believe this whole time he was using the metric system, you know? So when I parked out here, but parking was pretty much empty, so I went in that second lot that they open after 5, and the car next to mine was one of those cars with like tons of bumper stickers on them, and I was thinking, like, I think people that put so many bumper stickers on their car want tattoos, but like they're afraid to get them, so they take it out on their car, you know? Like closeted tattoo appreciators, you know, what will my family think? I hope you guys like dry jokes and like one-liners, because I'm going to test out a few. They're pretty dry. I went skydiving the other day, Mountain City. That was fun. No joke, it was my first time. It was really fun. However, the place that makes parachutes, turns out they test the new parachute prototypes with people from the temp agency. Yeah. I appreciate the table slap. Thank you, brother. So, that's literally slapstick, knock on wood, right? Yeah. I'm new to Boone. For those that don't know me, I moved here from Germany. And so I've been in Germany for 3 years now and just moved to Boone for the first time. So this whole area is new to me. It's been hard to get an apartment. It's been hard to find a house. I finally ended up getting a rental house, and I've been decorating it a bit, you know, trying to make it look nice. And I decided like to buy some plants and paintings and stuff, and I ended up getting like a small tree because I wanted to spruce things up a bit, you know. You guys know the rec center, the county rec center? When I moved here, everyone was like, dude, like, it's the new gym, you gotta go there, all the equipment's brand new. And I'm kind of interested in boxing classes, so I signed up for that. And after my first class, the boxing coach, I talked to him, I was like, hey man, like, I'm so bad at this. Can I use like that empty boxing ring over in the corner of the gym that no one's using? And he's like, yeah, go knock yourself out. Oh my god, you got the combo. Nice. I don't know if you've noticed, but since I've been doing boxing, I do have a six-pack now. It's just in its third trimester. Yeah, that's a rough one. I really want to go to school at App State. I've already gone to school for programming, but I want to go back and get my degree to be a licensed therapist. Because I always thought it would be cool is if you have a patient with anger management issues, I want to legally prescribe them a piñata that they can beat up when they get home. I was in physics class not too long ago, finishing up my degree, and they're talking about magnets and magnetic fields, and you got the North Pole and the South Pole, and it dawned on me. I think my theory of relativity is that magnets are bipolar. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
I went to the doctor the other day, and he said, look, man, sorry, your test came back. You have schizophrenia. And I was like, what? When I found out I had schizophrenia, I was beside myself. When I was living in Germany, the thing that Germans ask you on the street is they're always like, hey man, what political party are you affiliated with? That's always the question. They recognize your accent. That's the first thing they ask you. And I got tired because if you say Democrat or Republican, you're always going to get a bad response. Because either way, they're mad at you for one reason or another. And so I just decided to make up a party name that sounds right, but totally isn't a political party. So they'd be like, hey man, what political party are you affiliated with? I'm like, yeah, I don't vote Democrat or Republican. I vote librarian. Or I'd be like, oh yeah, I vote, aristocrat, So that always worked pretty well. Something about me, I do have this one grandpa here, pretty close by, and the only problem is he's totally deaf. I feel bad for the guy. He doesn't even qualify for hearing aids. He can't hear anything. But I try to visit him, now that I'm here. The only problem was I came here, and I was like, I'm gonna go visit him, I'm gonna take him out to lunch. So I did that, and I took him to his favorite restaurant, and he was wondering how I've been doing, and I told my deaf grandpa all about my new job. He has no idea. Yeah. Listen. Yeah. I also feel bad for my dad, because my dad's getting up there in age. He's at the age where he has bladder control issues. We can't have a Thanksgiving without someone wetting their pants these days. It's pretty rough. But I also visit my dad pretty regularly because I work remotely out of here, and so I was driving out to see my dad. Driving up 421. There's this huge rainstorm, huge. There was a tornado watch, blah blah blah. It was pretty bad, but I made it through. I decided to keep driving instead of turning around. But you know how parents worry, So I finally get there, and Dad's like, "Man, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Just, it was a rainstorm. I was just a little wet." He said, "Yeah, me too." And you guys have been great tonight. I'm going to end you with one last one. I appreciate you being. I do like dad jokes, if you haven't noticed, and I appreciate you being patient with my dry jokes, because I like dry jokes so much I contracted eczema, bro. Thank you. Have a nice night.